Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Maunama murayar kattum ma brahmavattu valan சிவநிலை தவசச்சீடர் செரி குருவரன் சிற்கையன் உவகையோருருவன் தன்னுள் உவப்பவன் கழிமூகத்தன் அவனையான் தென்பான் மூர்த்தி அப்பனை ஏத்துவோமே அவனையான் தென்பான் மூர்த்தி அப்பனை ஏத்துவோமே. ஆன்மாவாம் ஈசன் குகனுக்கருள் செய்த ஆன்ம சாட்சாத்காரமாகுமீது ஆன்மாவாய் என்னகத்தே இருந்தின்று தமிழ் சொல்வானம் முன்னவனாய முதல் 36 என்னமிலனாம் நான் என்னமோடொன்றியதை என்னற்கிடனிலதாய் செய்திடுக என்னும் மனதையான்மாவிலே மன்னச் செய்தொன்று மனதால் நினையற்க மற்று சிந்திக்கத்தக்கதல்ல சிந்திக்கொண்ணாதல்ல சிந்தை அலததுவே சிந்தையுமாம் எந்தவோர் பக்கமும் சாயா பரமான ஆன்மாவை எக்காலும் சிந்தை செய்யே சிந்தை செய்வாய் தினமும் சிந்தை கெட்டாததையே சிந்தை நிராசிரயம் செய்தேனி எந்த சுகம் அத்தத்துவாதீத நிட்கள ஆன்மாவில் சித்தித்திடுமோ செறிந்து நிருவிகற்பமாகி நினைக்க ஒண்ணாதாய் ஒரு முதல் திருஷ்டாந்தம் உராதாய் ஒரு உவமை அற்றத்தியந்தமாம் அகுது பரானந்தமாய் சொற்றிடப் பெற்றததிர்த்தோய் விடயப் பெற்றெல்லாமே விட்டு மனத்தில் படரும் விருத்தி படுப்பாய் அடையுமென்று உன்மன்னி பாவமன்றொன்றும் அவதேவரமா இன்பமெனலாவதே. விடயப்பற்றல்லாமே விட்டு, giving up all the attachment to the world of objects. மனத்தில் படரும் விருத்தி படுப்பாய், giving up all the thoughts in the mind. Whatever you gain has the unmani bhava, meaning the total silence. That moment when you attain that total silence, அன்று பரம இன்பம் எனலாவதே, ஒன்றும் பரம இன்ப எனலாவதே. There you abide in that supreme bliss. So the parama monam, that is parama sukham. Atyanta monam is parama sukham. So when all the thoughts subside, when you enter into the deep peaceful state, that silence, total silence, there you experience that Atma sukham, or infinite bliss you experience. So as I told you earlier, as long as the mind is active, when the Atma Ananda is reflected in the mind, it is only reflected Ananda. When the mind is destroyed, when there is perfect silence, there the Atma Ananda expresses in its full glory. So that you experience. Experience that is experienced by itself. So it is Ananda, nothing but Ananda. Okay. Now moving on to the 41st verse. எத்திக்கும் தேயமும் எல்லா காலங்களுமே ஒத்தது யோகத்திற்கென்றோது நூல் இத்தனையும் ஞானத்தில் பேதமே நன்னாவர்ணாஸ்ரமா மானவிவற்றால் என்றறி எத்திக்கும் தேயமும் எல்லா காலங்களுமே ஒத்தது யோகத்திற்க ஓது நூல் இத்தனையும் ஞானத்தில் பேதமே நன்னாவர்ணாஸ்ரமா ஆனவிவற்றால் என்றறி. See, here another beautiful thing is said. எத்திக்கும் தேயமும் எல்லா காலங்களுமே ஒத்தது யோகத்திற்கென்று ஓது நூல். Nul means the scriptures. They say எத்திக்கும், all the directions. Tikku means directions, all the directions. தேயமும், all the places, wherever you are. எல்லா காலங்களுமே, all the time, without any exception. No ராகு காலம், no ஏகமகண்டம், nothing. All the time, ஒத்தது யோகத்திற்கு. It is conducive for yoga. See, because when you dive deep within yourself, there is no space or time. So some people may say you have to face only the east or only the north, and they say you should not sit here, you should not sit there. And this column is very auspicious. But here Paramashiva himself is saying to Guha, saying that Yattikkum, any direction is fine. Facing any direction is fine. See, only in Karma Kanda all those things are emphasized so much, you know. See, sometimes the Brahmins, when they come and do namaskaram to me, I get so embarrassed. Swamiji, which direction is this? Which direction is this? Do namaskaram and go away. Which direction is this? So I don't know all those things, really. I feel very awkward and embarrassed when they ask, எந்த பக்கம் சுவாமிஜி நிற்கணும்? ஏதோ ஒரு பக்கம் நில்லுப்பா. So I don't know. So this direction, none other. If I say that, I am an idiot, I am a Muda. Any place is fine. As long as you are inspired within, any place is fine. If you are not inspired within, no place is fine. See, sometimes in the morning when we get up, somehow we get up out of mood, mood out, ho gaya. So whatever you pep yourself up, you may not be able to do anything. Sometimes you are very inspired. You just want to sit and plunge into it. So in that heat of inspiration, any place is fine. And I have found my own room, my own place is the best. Yeah. And ella kalangalum, whatever may be the time, only thing is the mind should be fresh. See, but in the nature, there are certain times when the mind is fresh. When you sleep early, early morning is fresh. When you sleep early, very clear I am. When you eat less in the night, morning is fresh. When you eat so much in the night, morning you are very tired. Tired means very dull only. So any place is fine, any column, any time is fine, as long as you are inspired. This is what the scriptures say. Ottadu yogathirku ena odu nool. Nool means the scriptures. The scriptures proclaim that all the place and all the time is conducive for the yoga sadhana, meaning to do the Atma vichara. ஞானத்தில் பேதமே, இத்தனையும் ஞானத்தில் பேதமே நன்னா varnashrama இவற்றால் என்றறி. See, this varnashrama dharma. See, varna ashrama means what? Different varnas. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra. Ashrama means what? Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi. These are all to the jiva, right? Ana ivatral jnanathil ittanayum bhedame nanna. Because of all this, there is no difference in that self-knowledge. See, according to one's birth, maybe the body is born in particular kula. You understand? And particular stages of life the body is going through, it doesn't mean that there is a difference in the jnana nishta or the jnana avastha. Meaning the self is the same always. For a Brahmana also, Kshatriya also, Vaishya also, Shudra also. There is no difference in the self. Brahmana, the self is very pure and bright. In Shudra it is dull. No. Self is always a self shining in its full glory. There is no differences of whatsoever. Of no varna bheda. No ashrama bheda. I am grihastha, na? So self is little, dull only. For sannyasi, it is bright. No. All these varna ashrama dharma is only for the body mind, not for the self. So in the self, absolutely there is no difference. So therefore, all these things you should not entertain. If you are really seeking self, then all these differences you should not entertain. Then you have missed the core. So it is very clearly said, Jnanathil ittanayum bhedame nanna. Ittana means ellalavu kuda. There is no difference in the jnana swarupam, in the true self, which is of the nature of knowledge. Due to what? Varnashramam ana ivatral endru ari. So because of the varna and ashrama, the self has got no difference. So it is pure. See, because this is what people are so obsessed with, particular time, particular place, and only particular people like sannyasis and others, or brahmacharis, only the brahmanas, not the Vaishya, Kshatriya and all, only the brahmanas. Like that, there are some misconceptions. But in the abidance of the self, Atma Nishta, Atma Jnana, no. None of this Bheda exist. One who has got sincerity, one who has got the thirst for knowledge, he can dive deep. See, for knowing the self, you need not know Sanskrit, definitely. See, if you know Sanskrit, if you can understand scriptures better, it is fine. But without Sanskrit, you cannot realize. See, people have got such notion, First you should start from Ramaha, Ramu, Ramaha, Ramam. Like that you should start. அப்புறம் எங்கே போய் முடியறது? Because we start only at 60, 70. At the age of 60 or 70, then at that age if you say Dukkurung Karane, you will reach nowhere. So therefore, all these misconceptions are there. Only when you read Upanishad with Shankara Bhashya, you will understand scripture. Only through Brahmatmaikya Bodha. People are very obsessed, fanatical about things, and they scare you down, saying that no, it's not for you. Only for the people who masters all the Prasthanatraya. And then Shravanamana Nididhyasana. Then Akantakara Vritti. Then people are so scared. Better I will go and stand there. But you know what? It's for everybody. See, Bhagavan made it for everybody actually. Whoever approached him, he was open. He was giving this knowledge. To Pamaran also, to Panditan also, to everybody he was giving this knowledge. He was so large-hearted. Likewise our Swami Chinmayananji also, Gurudev also. He was giving it to everybody. See, these people are very great actually, I'm telling you. Even Ramanujacharya. He went up the temple tower and he gave out the mantra. The Guru told him, if you give out, you will go to hell. It is better for me to go to hell if all these people go to heaven. What a wonderful idea. So, therefore, they were very liberal. Swami Shivananji was so liberal. Of Rishikesh. Swami Shivananji of Rishikesh was so liberal. He was giving even sannyasa to people freely. Those who want, he gave. Like that. These great masters were very liberal. 42nd verse. பால் வண்ணம் ஒன்று பசுக்கள் பல நிறங்கள் பால் போலும் ஞானம் என பார்த்திடுவர் சால்பு பல லிங்கமுள்ளவெல்லாம் பசுக்களை எய்ந்ததவே இங்கரி திருஷ்டாந்தம் இது பால் வண்ணம் ஒன்று பசுக்கள் பல நிறங்கள் பால் போலும் ஞானம் என பார்த்திடுவர் சால்பு பல லிங்கமுள்ளவெல்லாம் பசுக்களை எய்ந்ததுவே இங்கரி திருஷ்டாந்தம் இது பால் வண்ணம் ஒன்று பசுக்கள் பல நிறங்கள். The cows are of different colors. There may be a white cow or some sort of brown cow, even black cow. The color of the cows may be different, but when you milk, the color of the milk is the same, white. Have you ever seen red milk, yellow milk? Some tinge of yellow may be seen sometimes. That is all because of whatever food you give the cows. But generally it is white, right? Similarly, பால் போலும் ஞானம் என பார்த்திடுவர். Here, ஞானம் is compared to the milk. Why? It is the same. சால்பு பல லிங்கமுள்ளவெல்லாம் பசுக்களை எய்ந்ததுவே. சால்பு பல லிங்கமுள்ள means the lingamulla means the body mind. That is the mark, that is symbol of a jiva. So it has got different shapes and different gunanala. So lingam means just it is a symbol or a mark. In English, if you are translated lingam, just it is a symbol or mark. Means the mark of a jiva means what? He may be salbu pala. He may be of different forms, different gunanalas. But still, what is the true self? It is the same. So, lingamullavellam pasukkale eindhaduve. So here, the different jivas with different shapes and gunas, they are compared to the pasukkal, the cows. So, drishtandam, ingari drishtandam idu. This is the drishtandam here. This is not here. So, the cows may be of different colors, but the milk is white, same, white only. Similarly, all these jivas may look different. They have different vasanas, different expressions, but They are the one pure self. How clear, no? How clear this is. Drishtandam is very beautiful. So due to varna, ashrama, no bheda in jnanam. Due to color, caste, creed, nationality, no bheda in jnana. So absolutely no bheda in this jnanam. So an Indian or an American or African, everybody has got the same self, true self, as a self. It is of pure consciousness. Whoever it may be, young or old, rich or poor, pamara or pandita, the differences are there in the periphery only, because of the body mind only. Because of the difference of the bulbs, the brightness is different, but the electricity is the same. Is it not so? 0 watt bulb means what? It will be like thoongi valinjittu. 1000 volts bulb. Palichnu. Meaning what? Because of the equipment, the differences. But the electricity which is functioning through the bulbs are all same only. Similarly, this pure consciousness which is illumining this body mind is same in all the jivas, in all the beings. But because of the jivas vasanas, his mental impressions, purva janma samskara, whatever, he may appear different, he may function differently. Some may be a great scholar, great saint. Some may be a very useless, some tamasic fellow smoking beedi and doing nothing. But still the self is the same. Therefore, Vivekananda said every soul is potentially divine. Don't call anybody a sinner. Every soul is potentially divine. So this is the idea expressed here with a beautiful example. Moving on to the next one. Yavilum mutru paravi abbrahmam yengumulam abbrahmam yengumuham Yavilum mutru paravi abbrahmam yengumuham மேவியதாக மிளிர்வதால் ஓவலர உன் மனத்தை அப்ரம்மத்தூன்றியே தேயந்தி என்னும் இவை எண்ணிடாதே யாவிலும் முற்று பரவி அப்ரம்மம் எங்குமுகா மேவியதாக மிளிர்வதால் ஓவலர உன் மனத்தை அப்ரம்மத்தூன்றியதே தேயந்தி என்னும் இவை எண்ணிடாதே. யாவிலும் முற்று பரவி means everywhere. The Atma, the self alone pervades everything. யாவிலும் உற்று பரவி அப்ரம்மம் எங்கும் முகமேவியதாக விளிர்வதால். Meaning what? That Brahma Swarupam, it has got faces everywhere, all over. See, here Kanagammal gives a beautiful explanation of why it is always said Sahasra Shisha Purushaha. It faces everywhere. Why it is said? She says, it's beautiful explanation. She says, face means what? Pradhanama, eyes. Right? To see. To know. Right? Here, this self is a Sakshi, which illumines everything, in every body and mind, everywhere. So, it is Sarva Sakshi. That is what is expressed when it is said, it faces of the Brahman everywhere. It faces everywhere. Meaning, it is the Antaryami of every jiva and illuminates all the thoughts and is Sakshi of everything. That's a wonderful idea actually. So here, Yavilum Mutru Paravi. It is all pervading. It pervades through everything, whatsoever, and Engu Muham Meviyadaha Milirvadal. And it faces and its face everywhere. Meaning, it remains a Sakshi of all the thoughts in all the jivas. and it will illuminate everything. Therefore, it knows everything as if knows everything. Mirvadal Ovalara means Oi meaning continuously, without any break. Un manadai abrahmattu undriye. You always fix the mind in that Brahma Swarupam, which is pervading everything and which faces everywhere. So in that Brahma Swarupam, you fix your mind. Undriye deyam dikku ennumivai ennidade. Deyam means desham. Tikku means direction. So don't think about space. I am in this country or in this place, that place. I am in the Himalayas now. I am in Kottambatti. What is the meaning of Kottambatti? Is useless place. I don't know, it's not a useless place. It's an ordinary place, I mean. Himalayas. It doesn't matter whether you are in Himalayas or in Kottambatti. Place doesn't matter. Tikku, whichever direction you are facing doesn't matter. So don't think about all these things, petty things. Like where I am, in which direction I am facing. Don't entertain such thoughts, because it is all pervading. It is everywhere. See, that is what he is trying to point out. It is all pervading and everywhere. Therefore, there is no point in saying, only in Tiruvannamalai I will get this. Or only in Kashi, in the banks of Ganges, I can quieten my mind. If you go to Kashi, there will be some other thing waiting for you. You may not be able to sit also. So I tell you one thing, don't mistake me. Whenever I go to the Ganges banks, they say, these ghats, different ghats. Somehow I wear the chappal and go. Why you wear the chappal and go? Because all are dirty. When you walk on the streets, everything is dirty like. So what I do, always I keep the chappal down, and then I get into some sort of a higher place, and then I sit for meditation, looking at the Ganges. The mind is always there in the chappal. I don't know who is going to take the chappal. Because I'm closing my eyes and I'm meditating. I don't know, somebody may take my chappal also. If the mind is like that, how can you meditate? Don't wear chappal. Yo, this is very dirty. Call shuttu pushuk me. What can you do? Oh, I tell you, even if you go to Kashi, you are there with you. The same mind is traveling with you, with the same vasanas. So don't think only in Kashi I am going to realize. And if you go to Himalayas, Uttarakashi, or up above, you will not get sambar. You will not get thai sadam. Ayyo, இன்னைக்கு 4-5 நாள் ஆச்சு சாம்பார் சாப்பிட்டு, தயிர் சாதம் சாப்பிட்டு. And so our people also think, ayyo, chapati சாப்பிட்டு 4-5 days. I long for my chapati. Oh, my dear chapati, where are you? Please come in front of me. Give your darshan at least. See, that is very true. So wherever you go, you are taking your mind with you. So therefore, there only I will realize, here only I will realize. I will go to Virupakshi Guha and then meditate. Wherever you go, you can't sit more than 20 minutes. Why? You kurukolik. Then you find, is there any place to lean over, But already people have occupied all those places, strategic places. And then you sit waiting for somebody to get up and go. And nobody will go. You get very angry. So in Virupakshi Guha also, and the karma vidadu. You know what? So, see, in Ramanashram old meditation hall, always people will be looking. When somebody is about to get up, they will be ready. Few people will be ready, running race now. That fellow will not get up. He will give some bhavala, he will do, as if he is getting up. And then he does a namaskar. Then you think, okay, he is going to go. Then he will sit again. He changes his mind. No. I'm going to sit for another 10-15 minutes. So no place, no direction. Self is everywhere, in all places. So wherever you want to sit, and only thing is you have to focus the mind on the self, not anything else. So deyam, dikku and all. See, for the beginners it is all advised. Why? It has got some effect on the mind. Like a place has got an effect, even time has got, I told you, the Pradosha time is very auspicious. Like that, certain time is auspicious only. But for a seeker who is doing Atma Chintanam, where only Atma is, even the space and time is mind's projection, there is no world. If he is doing such Chintanam, what is the question of Tik and Teyam? Teyam means Desham, that is place. And what is the idea of Dik, directions? Because self is everywhere, all pervading. Self alone is. So therefore, he should not be bogged down by all these petty ideas. See, that is why people can never understand us. When we go and sit in the temple, we sit anywhere. People say, no, you should sit only facing this direction. How come Swamiji is sitting facing this direction? And while doing Namaskaram also, you should do only this direction. Always I get confused, which direction? This way or this way? I will do only straight. Oh, எனக்கு இதுவும் புரியல அதுவும் புரியல. You should not show your feet or in some deity's face, that is the idea. But you place deity everywhere. And what can you do? If you go to US temples, it is like a museum or zoo, like everywhere gods all around. So you cannot put your feet anywhere. So Shishashan you do. So, see, once Avvayar, the great Tamil poet, she was there in Kailasha, it seems, Kailash, where Lord Shiva and Parvati were seated. And all the Devas, Rishi Munis were there. She was an old lady now. So she was, she was sort of sitting with her feet facing Lord only. Like an old Amma, she was sitting like that. Like our Savitri Amma. Always feet. So just joking, huh? Always feet, extended. Then this Parvati got so annoyed. She told to Shiva in his ear, see, though she may be a great devotee, how can she sit like this? Very disrespectful. Please tell her, please tell her. Then Shiva said, no, let her do whatever she wants, please leave her alone. Then Parvati was very angry. No, it cannot be allowed, it cannot be allowed. I am going to tell her. Okay, tell her. Then Parvati Devi told this Avvayar, why are you doing this? Is it not disrespectful? You are showing your feet to the Lord. You please behave yourself. Oh, sorry. Avvayar said, sorry. I didn't even realize. So she took her feet and she put it in that direction. You know what happened? The whole Kailasha, it just turned, it seems. And then she put her feet there. Then the whole Kailasha turned there, it seems. And after some time, Parvati Devi got that giddy feeling. Then Shiva told, I told you, just leave it. So such great devotees, they have nothing. Because in their heart there is only pure love. See, she was very old. And even in Bhagavan's Sannidhanam, Bhagavan was very liberal. The foreigners, when they come, they can put their feet. Feel comfortable. So this is how the great jnanis are. Very liberal actually. Only, the half-baked ones are very this thing about everything. The direction, the place. And if you study Dharma Shastra and all, how many times you have to wash your hands after food? How many times you have to rinse your mouth after brushing your teeth? Everything is given. Some 16 times or 18 times? 16 times. So all those things are said. So we are very particular. You are 15 or 16? So Modal is army. So we have a time or whatever. So all these things, this direction, place and all doesn't matter. Because self is all pervading, it is everywhere. இப்புவியில் ஓர் குறியின் ராசிரமாசாரமிலை அப்பரமான்மாவின் நிலை ஆர்ந்தோனுக்கு அப்புருடன் செய்ததனால் ஒன்றில்லை செய்திடவும் ஒன்றில்லை செய்யன் விதியும் இலைத்தேள் இப்புவியில் ஓர் குறியின் ஆசிரமாசாரமில்லை அப்பரமான்மாவின் நிலை ஆர்ந்தோனுக்கு அப்புருடன் செய்ததனால் ஒன்றில்லை செய்திடவும் ஒன்றில்லை செய்யன் விதியும் இல்லை தேர் இப்புவியில் பரமான்மாவின் நிலை ஆர்ந்தோனுக்கு அப்பரமான்மாவின் நிலை ஆர்ந்தோனுக்கு means one who has attained the selfhood, one who is abiding there in that self. ஓர் குறி இன்று ஆசிரம ஆசாரம் இல்லை. ஓர் குறி இன்று meaning what? He cannot be distinguished by any characteristics. ஓர் குறி இன்று. If he realizes himself in Kumbu Malachu, he will develop a horn. No. ஒரு குறி இல்லை. He will not exhibit a special sort of mark. Maybe his presence is so peaceful. Maybe he is always cheerful and joyful. Maybe he has got the samarshti. See, all those things are there for a Jivan Mukta Lakshana. But there is no particular physical or special mark. Or kuri illai. And asrama acharamilai. Ashrama means not this ashrama. Ashrama means brahmachari, grihastha. That's called ashrama, stages of life. So acharamillai means he need not stick to any acharam of any of these ashramas. He is atyashrami. He has gone beyond. So acharamillai, yedume illai. For whom? One who has realized the self. Because from his standpoint there is nothing other than the self. And there is no ego. There is no ego sense. Therefore, sometimes he may be like a Muda also, like an idiot also. He may be roaming around. That is why, in Tiruvannamalai there is one Toppi Amma. Everybody goes behind her. I don't know. Maybe also. Then earlier there was a Mukupodi Swami. People are going, all those things. Because you don't know how they look, what they do, So, they can, anything. An ordinary person also may be enlightened, who knows? So, kuri illai and ashrama acharam illai. He is not bound by any rules of any ashrama. He is rule unto himself. And a Purudan, for that Purusha, for that enlightened one, Seidadanal ondrillai. By doing something, he doesn't gain anything in the world, because he has already gained everything. The Purna Paramatma he has gained. Seidadanal ondrillai. Seididavum ondrillai. There is nothing to do also. Why? Because there is no desire. There are no vasanas. So Seididavum ondrillai. Seyyana vidiyum illai or. Nobody can force him to do anything. Even the Vedas cannot dictate him to do something. He is beyond. So absolutely he is free. So by doing something he will not gain anything. By not doing anything he will not lose anything. And in fact there is no vasana in him. Therefore there is no push from within to do anything. And even the Vedas cannot dictate terms to him. Cannot say vidhi nishedam to him. He becomes totally free. See, that is why these atyashramis, you cannot understand them. Even Ramakrishna also, sometimes he wears a simple dhoti and very simple, sometimes very royally dressed. We have seen some photos like that. Swami Vivekananda also, when he was in the West, royally dressed. That is how some of our acharyas also think. And they dress in a very different way. Because I am atyashrami, I don't belong to any ashrama. You know? What is that? That one poem. Vana Mailada Adai Kanda Vankoli. Adai Kanda Vankoli. Kandirinda Vankoli. Aduve Tana Heni Tanum Tan Polla Siragai Virita Adiyadam. Peacock has got beautiful feather. Na? When it dances, it's so beautiful. Vankoli, what is in English for Vankoli? Turtle? Turkey. Turkey, right. Turkey. The Thanksgiving Day. Okay, turkey. Turkey means what? It has got a very small tail sort of thing. When it starts, dancing, it looks very awkward. But that peacock is dancing, so I will also dance. Polla Siragai சொல்றாங்க. ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு. பொல்லா சிறகை விரித்து ஆடியதாம். அது போல தான் என்ன? கல்லாதான் Kavi. I also want to write poem, but I don't know the grammar or the rules. Now there are no rules also. Anybody can write poem. Very simple. Aval vandal. Aval ponal. Aval pon. Rendu vaadi sollanum. Adha poem. 2 times. So meaning what? We should not imitate anybody. But these atyashramis, they cannot come under any sattadettangal. So they are free totally. You understand? So nobody can push them to do anything. If you push them, the Bhiksha Patra, they will just walk away. They don't need anything. So they are totally independent, totally free they are. Nobody can push them into anything. If you hang them also, they will go. But they will not compromise. That is there. Because they are not in the body mind. They are totally free. So that is what it said. For them, there is no special characteristic to distinguish them, or they won't follow any rules of any of the ashramas. They are totally free. They need not do anything. Even if they do, they don't gain anything. And if they don't do also, they don't lose anything. And even Vedas cannot push them to do anything. That is how they are. 45th verse. 45th only, na? Sellinum nirkinum nittirai seinum. Is that okay, the tune? Sellinum nirkinum nittirai seinum. Pullinum sakiram posanani. Kollinum காற்று குளிர் வெயிற் கலந்திடும் காலுமே. ஆற்றினும் எக்காலத்து மற்று. செல்லினும் நிற்கினும் நித்திரை செய்யினும். புல்லினும் சாக்கிரம் போசனனி. கொள்ளினும் காற்று குளிர் வெயிற் கலந்திடும் காலுமே. வாற்றினும் எக்காலத்தும் மற்று. Sellinum. Sellinum means when they walk also. When they go and travel places. Sellinum. Nirkinum. When they just stay put in one place. Because those days they were parivrajakas. They were moving always. More than 3 days they don't stay anywhere. So Sellinum means they are moving continuously. Sellinum. Nirkinum. When they stay put at one place. Nittirai Sayyinum. When they sleep also. Nittirai means sleep. Pullinum. Pullinum means We have studied this in Aksharamanamalai also. Ni nan arapuli. Puli means pulli, we said. Pulli means when they hug somebody or when they kick somebody. Pullinum. Meaning what? Means the Vyavahara. Pullinum. Sakira means when they are awake, in the waking state. Bosana neer kollinum. When they eat or when they drink. They also feel hungry and thirsty. Na? So, when they eat or when they feel thirsty, kaatru, kulir, veyir kalandidum. When they are exposed to kaatru, the wind, kulir, cold, veyil, heat, kalandidum kalum. When they are exposed to all such things, yevvatinum, ekkalathum, atru. Yevvatinum, by any of these, ekkalathilum, any time, atru means they are not troubled, they are not disturbed. Meaning what? They are not in the body mind. They are in the self, which is beyond everything. See, for the outer world, they may appear to even, shiver with cold. They may appear to shiver with cold. They may appear to go through all the juram and all, whatever diseases. But in their real experience, they are not touched by anything. For them moving or remaining, that we have seen, Sahaja Samadhi. For them everything is same. Nittirai Seyinum. You may even see them as if they are dozing off. But the Shastras say they are beyond all the three avasthas. How are they sleeping? Maybe he is not yet there. All these things can be misleading, I tell you. Truly I am telling you. So as long as the body mind is there, it can become tired and can doze off also. But that state is something, this we may never understand and appreciate. We may always think they are trying to, cook up some stories to maintain their, position. It's not so. They are very innocent, they are very, very true people, sincere people. In their, abidance, there is no change. Even though they appear to doze off also sometime. Pullinum Sakiram. Pullinum means they may hug, they may interact with people. Sometimes they may kick also. That is what it meant. They may interact. Sakiram bosananir kollinum. They may eat, they may drink. Kaatru kulir veyir kalandidum kalam. Yevvatinum ekkalathum atru. So by all these things, ebbavasthilum, ekkalathilum, they are not touched by anything. They are not troubled by anything. They remain in their peaceful state. Unshakable they are. Unshakable. Gruna apina vichalyate comes in Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. Whatever happens, Gruna means greatest tragedy may happen. Na vichalyate. They are not shaken. Absolutely, they know everything is in the mind. And mind is no more. Self, there is nothing. So they are not shaken by anything. But you know what? People have seen even Bhagwan shedding tears, hearing some stories of a widow. She lost her children one by one. She lost her husband first, and then one of the child, the second child. And she came to Bhagwan, she cried, because Bhagwan knew her for some time. She cried to Bhagwan. Bhagwan also was a little bit feeling sad, and people would see tears in his eyes. See, they are not like, rocky. No, not like that. They show emotions, definitely. But, their abidance is totally beyond or above all this. Only they know it. Or only the masters who have realized they know it. But we always see them like us only. What is the difference? What is this? Why he is so much respected, worshipped? No. He is reveling in something else which we have no clue. And where the ordinary folks, they are awake, these jnanis are asleep. Where the ordinary folk are asleep, the jnanis are awake. It is said in Gita, chapter 2, Siddha Prajna Lakshana. Why? We are awake to the differences. Bheda only. They are asleep to all these differences. We are asleep to our true self. They are awake in their own self. So this is the difference between the Jnani and the Ajnani. So we can never understand them. So whatever happens in the physical world, even in the mental world, they are not touched by anything. Even the heat and cold, pain and pleasure, joy and sorrows, mana, apamana, honor and dishonor, nothing touches them. Whatever may be the avasthas, they may be moving, they may be sitting, they may be talking, they may be drinking, they may be eating, whatever. But they're always Yogharato va, bhogarato va, sangarato va, sangavihina. Yasya brahmani ramate chittam nandati nandati nandatyeva. When their mind is absorbed in Brahman, they are in that bliss. They may be functioning in the world, Yogharatova. They may be as if involved in yoga or in boga, Bhogaratova. Sangaratova, as if with the people, Sangavihinaha, away from the people. But still, when their mind is absorbed in Brahman, they rejoice always. So that is the difference between the Jnani and the ordinary Ajnani. பயமும் வறுமை நோய் பற்று சுரமந்த இயைந்திடும் காலத்துமேதும் தியங்கானே ஆன்மனிட்டன் சாந்தனார் நிட்கழனாகி ஆன்ம திருத்தனாவான் பயமும் வறுமை நோய் பற்று சுரம் மந்தம் இயைந்திடும் காலத்துமேதும் தியங்கானே ஆன்மனிட்டன் சாந்தன் ஆர் நிட்கழனாகி ஆன்ம திருத்தனாவான். பயமும். Bhayam means what, you know? Ordinarily, for us to stay alone in the dark, pitch dark, in the night, we are all scared. Why? Bhuta Pishach. Bhuta Pishacha. So, for them, no fear of any sort. Because for them, there is nothing other. Only when you have the idea of otherness, there comes the fear. So, Bayamum. Varumai. See, Varumai Kodiyadu. Avayar says, Kodidu Kodidu, Varumai Kodidu, she says. Varumai means, you know, poverty. Especially when you are young and when you are going through this, it is really bad. And when you are old also, it is still equally bad actually. So this poverty, Varumai, Noi. Noi means what? Disease. See, for a person, if Varma is also there, No is also there, I tell you it is horrible actually. See, if at least he has got some money, some wealth, he can do something about his disease. He can cure himself, he can do something, he can try at least. He can eat some healthy food, he can buy some medicine, he can take care of himself. If he is very unhealthy, not well, and he has got no money also to eat properly or to buy medicines, that is really, you know, unthinkable. Bayamum, varumai, noi, patru suram. Suram means what? The fever. Burning fever. Mandam. Mandam means actually here, you know what? Constipation. No, I am just telling you. Mandam means dullness. Why dullness come? Because some problem in digestion. See, the Siddha doctors, they say, not Siddha Purushas, Siddha doctors, they say, when you eat properly and when everything goes out, properly when everything goes out, then you are healthy. If not, always there is trouble. So when you have constipation, always there is trouble. You should see to it that you should not be constipated. Whatever you eat, it should digest properly and you should get energy and the chakkai, the kashadu should go out. then you are healthy. So for that, one thing, our system should be healthy, and our food also matters. They nowadays say the fiber. Only when you take mavu means what, powder or whatever, what they call mavu.
Flour.
Like that, then goes and it stick in the intestines. So fiber means it drives everything out. So more fruits they say, and vegetables and all those stuff. So therefore, if you keep your system clean, then you are always healthy. Here, for this Mahatma, he has no choice actually. See, that is the thing. Whatever comes, he accepts and he eats. Prarabdham iha bhujyatam. Swatu annam natu yachatam. It is said in the Sadhana Panchakam. Swatu annam natu yachatam. Swatu annam means tasty food. Natu yachatam. Don't demand. Don't beg for tasty food. Whatever is offered to you, you eat and be happy. This is the instruction given to the seekers. Swatu annam natu yachatam. So he goes and begs. Whatever he gets, he eats. Maybe it may be a stale food, some contaminated food, we don't know. They say the food poison is very, very horrible, food poison. So for him, sometimes his health may be good, sometimes not. Pattu suram, mandam, yenjidu kalattume, tiyangane. Even if he is going through all such diseases, such states, tiyangane, kalangane. Kalangane means what? He is not disturbed. Yes, he may be showing signs of distress. Yes, he also may need help physically. But still inside, Tiyangane, because he is abiding in the self which is beyond. See, this is very hard to understand actually. That is why Tapon Maharaj explained this phenomenon. He said, it is like a person standing in Ganges, waist level, he is standing inside and is worshipping, let us say, Lord Sun or whatever. See, nowadays, when it is summer, after 9 o'clock, hot sun comes, even in Kashi and other places. So it is hot, but inside it is very cool. The waters of the Ganges is very cool. So inside he feels very cool, outside he feels very hot. At the same time, he feels the heat also, the coolness also. How? It is possible. It is hot sun, so he may even sweat. But inside, he is standing on the cool waters of the Ganges. So he feels very cool. So he has said, it is like this. So at the same time, he may be having that kind of a pain also, but still he is abiding in that self, so he may be undisturbed also. It is possible. But we cannot understand, we cannot even appreciate it. Whatever we cannot appreciate, we say, chuma pai, chuma dupurar. We will say, whatever we cannot appreciate, we say, it is all chumma, rubbish, we say. But it is possible, that's what he is saying. So even though he is going through all these things, Tiyangane, Anmanitan, he is abiding in himself, Shantan, he is attained to that ultimate peace, Nishkalan, or means he is shining as a true self, Nishkalan, without body, he is without body mind. Anma Tiruttanavan, Tiruttan means Triptan, he is very satisfied with his own self, always. Anma Tiruttanavan, Tiruttan means here Tripti, Anma Tiruttanavan. This Jnani who is totally satisfied with himself, he doesn't seek anything from the world outside, and he is Anmanishtan, is abiding in himself, which is absolute bliss. Therefore, whatever happens to the body mind, it may go through the ups and downs, but he, the Jnani, is undisturbed. See, that is why it is said, you can even understand about Brahma Jnanam, but you cannot understand the Brahma Jnani. It is very difficult to understand a Brahma Jnani. You can understand Brahma Jnanam, because his state, it is beyond our comprehension. That is why when Ramakrishna was rolling with pain because of cancer, people doubted him. Is he Avatara? So much he is suffering. They say the Jnani is beyond all suffering. And then he looked up and said, yes, I am the Rama, I am the Krishna, and I am the Ramakrishna. They were stunned. Because one disciple was thinking thus, how can he be suffering like this if he is Avatara? He just smiled and said, yes, I am the Rama, I am the Krishna, I am Ramakrishna. Meaning, they are somewhere else. But then why they are showing the symptoms of suffering? That is body-mind, the expression of the body-mind. See, that is the expression of the body-mind only. You think about it, it is the expression of the body-mind only. But the self is distinctly different and they are abiding the self. They don't come and tell you that they are suffering. You only infer, ayyo pavan, they are suffering. They don't come and tell you. Not only this can also happen. These Mahatmas, even after realization, for some reason, their brain may be damaged. They can go mad also. Buddhi or parandu poirlam, po chance irukku. Then they become very strange. Then they become what? Siddhas. No, I'm just joking. What we say Siddha means what? Ottam paithyakaramana the Siddha solron illaya. Appadi sollala na unmele paithyakaran ayallam. But still there is no difference in his abidance. That is what is said in our scripture. See, like body going through the disease, mind also can have mental illness. And buddhi, memory loss. Yeah, why not? Memory loss can happen. Why? We don't know. Memory loss can happen. Buddhi bedalchu polam. Anything can happen. But still, in his abidance there is no change. ஏன்னா இது வந்து நினைக்கிறதும் இல்லை மறக்கிற சாமானும் இல்லை. There is no remembering or forgetting in the self. The remembering and forgetting is only in the mind. Mind's job it is to remember or to forget. Self is beyond remembering and forgetting. See, imagine, we know only remembering or forgetting. This self is beyond remembering and forgetting. Therefore, there is no change in that state. Even if they become mad, even if they are derailed mentally, even if they lose their memory, whatever happens, yad gatva na nivartante. The Sakajajnani, there is no change in his abidance, in his state. That is how it is assured. Remarkable. He may appear to suffer or enjoy, but is beyond. Poli mana elchi utlonahi, poli mana padaipu veru putlonahi. So, you can never understand the Jnani. Om Purnamadha Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudhachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.